Today, I want to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes I've seen realtors make with regards to social media in 2022 and hopefully give you some strategies to fix those mistakes. What is up, guys? If you haven't met me yet, my name is Emmanuel. I am the founder and senior brand strategist over here at Square One Group. Really, our mission is to help you identify your expertise and then help you scale your real estate business using systems. Now, today I want to chat very briefly with you about social media, but more specifically, these 5 lingering mistakes I've seen agents make. I've made these mistakes myself, and my goal really for today's video is if you're either dabbling in social media, maybe adding it as part of your overall marketing system, or going all in on social media, I want to really put these mistakes kind of right at the forefront, visible straight to you, so hopefully you can learn from all of the lessons that I've had to learn from, and hopefully get you up and running with a leveled up version of your social media game just a whole lot quicker. Now, starting off with mistake numero uno, which is not understanding the purpose of social media. Now, this one's a super important one because, my gosh, we will not believe how many agents get this part wrong. All right, and this is vital to understanding just social media, digital marketing strategy in general. Agents, they have this infatuation with likes and followers, but I'm here to tell you now that these are what are called vanity metrics, or in other words, these numbers mean really nothing to you. Instead, what I'd really like for you to do is really start shifting the belief and understand that the basic metric for success that you should be measuring with regards to social media is the amount of conversations that you can start or that you have started. And the reason being behind this is very, very simple. Conversions happen in conversations. They don't happen in your follower count or in the amount of likes that you get for a post. The more people you talk to, the more likely you're going to be able to find your next client. Moving on to mistake number 2, which is that having a lack of followers is discouraging and it's leading to no action. Look, many agents that don't have a big following, they look at their numbers and they think to themselves, is this really worth it? How am I gonna reach brand new, complete strangers if there's just not a lot of people following me? And in some cases, and I have to give a big special shout out to the culprits of this one. Some agents that don't have big follower accounts, they end up resorting to buying followers or buying likes. Please, please, please don't do this. I need to make sure I shout out these people that are maybe potentially interested in doing this. Don't do it, please. Look, the average consumer, they're smart and they can easily tell when you've purchased followers simply by looking at the engagement count. All right, let's say, for example, an agent purchases 1 million followers or 100,000 followers, but they post something and it's only getting like 5 likes or 0 comments and 2 likes. It's a clear indication that this person is attempting to mislead you into thinking that they are who they really aren't. And this becomes the fastest way to lose trust with a potential client that you haven't even spoken to before. So instead, you have to realize that at the end of the day, everyone starts from 0. And it's the actions and the habits that the successful people with social media adopt that really help grow their audience. It's a matter of just understanding that you have to trust the process and that authority is based on sticking to a plan and being consistent with it. And consistency is about posting every single day. Consistency is about engaging with your community. And social media is completely organic. And really, if you stick with it, your following will grow over time. Moving on to mistake number 3, which is not understanding how these platforms work. I see this one all the time. An agent posts on an Instagram story and wondering why no new people are following them or even messaging them. Or they post on their Facebook business page and it's not leading to any leads. Now, when I've actually dug deeper on this particular topic and what is really going on, it turns out that most agents really don't understand or know how to use these platforms. So that said, here's a quick run through of how you need to be better understanding how to use some of these platforms like Instagram or like Facebook. And these same philosophies and logic, it applies to other platforms as well, like LinkedIn or YouTube. And that is that you have to understand these social media platforms are framed the exact same way that a sales funnel is framed. By the way, don't understand or you need a refresher on the sales funnel, leaving the video to a really awesome video that we created on the sales funnel, leaving it up right here. So go ahead and click on that after you're done watching this. It'll give you kind of the crash course on how sales funnels, work. That said, each platform has a tool based on the position of a potential lead or contact inside of their sales funnel. Now, for example, let's use some of the more predominant social media platforms out there, specifically Instagram and Facebook. They both have a top of funnel. The top of funnel for Instagram is its reels, and that you can see if you post a reel, it gets out to complete strangers organically. And of course, for Facebook, it's your Facebook business page only for the purpose of using Facebook ads, because you have to pay to get your message out to complete strangers. Now, as you move down to the middle of funnel, Instagram, they have stories, and that's marketing specifically to the people that follow you. And for Facebook, a great example of a middle funnel tool that they have is Facebook groups. Again, this is specifically designed to warm up your leads. And then on the bottom of funnel side, it's all about building trust, and both platforms have a messaging tool. They have a direct message on Instagram, and they have Facebook Messenger for Facebook. Really understanding how these platforms work and how these tools work and how you need to be positioning your message to attract the right type of person in the right type of funnel is how you can get the most out of using these platforms. Moving on to mistake number 4, which is posting canned content. Look, I'll be honest, this one, it really annoys the heck out of me because I see so many agents doing it. They all get the exact same results, yet they continue to repeatedly do the exact same thing. And let's be honest, a lot of these agents, they follow each other. It surprises me that they're not looking at the trend that's happening with posting canned content. Now, what is canned content, you may ask? Canned content is in the form of templated visuals, like an Instagram post with a nice little flyer that maybe you get from your brokerage. Or maybe it's an article that you paid a content writing agency, a marketing agency to write. I'm not going to name any names, but I'm pretty sure you can think of a couple that are doing this. And essentially, all you're doing is you're posting the exact same thing that the agent next to you is posting. And if you know anything about what we talk about and what we preach, it's that your biggest enemy isn't the other agent, it's obscurity. And a real easy way to maintain obscurity is to not stand out, to do the exact same thing that everyone else is doing. So instead, what I highly recommend doing is to put in the extra effort. Take that extra little bit of time to create your own posts yourself. So for example, instead of creating templated flyers that your brokerage gives you for Instagram, go out and actually take photos of some of these places. You'll find that you taking the photo actually works better. Or instead of just posting some random article that was written by some miscellaneous agency, why not just read that article and record a short video with your opinion or the valuable information that you can extract from that article? Look, the more you create your own content, the more viable and valuable it becomes. And your audience, they're going to be paying attention. And it really starts positioning you more as an authority than, just posting canned, bland, templated, repurposed, regurgitated content. And the more value you can create that is of your own IP, the more people will really just want to engage with you because they're going to look at you as the thought leader. And lastly, mistake number 5, which is not engaging. Now, there is this belief that if you post it, they will come. Well, I will say there is maybe a little bit of validity to that. It's going to take a very, 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 very long time for these people to actually come. And these people I'm referring to, they are your future clients. So instead, you really need to understand the purpose of social media. And the purpose of social media is to be social. It is to engage. So talk to people, leave comments, start conversations. For example, if you post up this really cool piece of information and you get a like from someone that is potentially your ideal 5-star prospect, your ideal client, then go onto their page, comments back on one of their posts, and maybe shoot them a direct message in their messenger and start a conversation. And you'll be surprised. The sheer act of doing this, it actually solves mistake number 1 and mistake number 2 at the exact same time. All right, to quickly recap, mistake number 1, it is not understanding the purpose of social media. Mistake number 2, having a lack of followers have you not actually want to do the work. Mistake number 3, understanding that there is a whole psychology behind these platforms and they all follow the same system of a sales funnel. Mistake number 4, posting canned content. And mistake number 5, that is not engaging. Guys, these are the top 5 mistakes that I've seen agents make with social media in 2022. But there are a ton ton more that I've actually found, and we continue to jam on about inside of our free Facebook group. If you want to join and kind of talk a little bit more about this stuff, leaving the link in the description below. That said, I hope you found some value in this content, and if you did, please make sure you click that thumbs up button, the bell icon, and subscribe so you get notified for future videos just like this one. And if you enjoyed this one, then I highly recommend you check out this one. Bye now.